Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Prepping for Fmp Certification. This is Gladys Fmp, and today we're going to talk about the new graduate Fmp interview and the top 10 things you need to know prior to your interview. So number one, be prepared to present a CV. That is a curriculum vitae. And if you don't know what that is, I suggest you Google chroniclevitae.com, and I will place it at the bottom of this video as well. But you need to know what a CV is and know that it is not the same as a resume. Okay. Number two, be prepared to know the job description. A lot of interviewers are going to ask you about the job description. So know exactly what the healthcare organization is expecting of you. Be sure you're not being hired to be an overpaid dietitian or medical assistant. Believe me, it happens. Number three, you want to dress the part. You want to look good. Look good, be professional, wear a business suit, business attire, no mini skirts, pink nails, purple hair, red hair. No, don't do that. After all, you are a family nurse practitioner and you are held at a high standard. So be professional, look good, smell good, and articulate yourself. Be ready to take on that healthcare organization and let them know that you are the best person for that particular position. All right. You also want to know your role. I tell people, print out your APN State Practice Act and take it with you to the interview. Quite a few folks do not know what a nurse practitioner is. You will not believe that quite a few individuals are wondering, what is an FNP? What can they do? Do they write prescriptions? Can they order diagnostic tests? What does an FMP do? So take your state APN Practice Act with you to the interview. And salary, be prepared to discuss salary as well. Most of the interviewers or the folks that I interviewed with, the first question that they would ask me on the phone was, how much are you expecting to be paid? And before I accepted an interview offer, I needed to know that because I don't want to go travel to a interview and I'm not comfortable with the salary. So on one occasion, I did that. Salary was not discussed prior to me accepting the interview. And when I interviewed, I was offered $82,000, and I was not happy with that. The highest I was offered was $115,000, and that's here in Illinois. And yeah, that was the going rate for salary. So it's not like we're thinking 150,000, and I hear folks saying, "Oh, they're making 200,000." I believe that may be in a different state, and it's probably for nurse practitioners that have their own NP business. Okay, so salary varies from state to state. Also, you want to be prepared to answer any scenario questions that a physician or the interviewers might ask you, as far as, tell me about a time when you had a patient to come in and the patient was upset with you. Okay, scenario questions like, what medication would you prescribe to a newly diagnosed diabetic? What is the first line drug for a newly diagnosed hypertensive? Those are some questions you need to be able to answer. So if you're not familiar with that, look at your JNC8 guidelines, look at your GINA guidelines for asthma, look at your dermatology websites. All of those sites can help you and guide you in the right direction. Although we have taken our boards, sometimes we forget about certain things as new graduate nurse practitioners. So look up that information. Be prepared to answer the behavioral type question, such as, tell me about a time when your supervisor made you angry. Or tell me about a time when you took initiative. Tell me about a time when a patient upset you. I mean, you will be asked questions similar to that. So be prepared to answer the behavioral type questions as well. Also, be familiar with the Fmp contract and what that should entail and your credentialing process. For example, you want to know if the healthcare organization is going to pay for your state license. Will they reimburse you for your prescriptive authority license, DEA license, malpractice insurance? Know the amount of malpractice and what type of malpractice insurance will the healthcare organization offer you. Is it occurrence-based? Is it claims-based? Know what those terms are if you are not familiar with that. Again, look at Carolyn Bupert's book. That is a great book for practice. So know those terms, be familiar with how to negotiate your Fmp contract as well as your credentialing process as well. You also want to ask if you will have to take call. Don't accept the position and in fine print it states that you will have to take call 24/7. You don't want that. It's too busy. It's too much for a new graduate nurse practitioner. Okay. Also, ask about a preceptorship program. How long will you be trained? Who will train you? Will you be able to shadow the physician? Those are questions that you need to ask the healthcare organization. And last, inquire about your start date. When will you be hired? When will you start the role, the new Fmp role? And I say this because it can take up to 3 to 6 months to be credentialed. So don't quit your job, folks. I think I've said that just about on all of my videos. Do not quit your job. Be prepared to wait for the credentialing process. It's a long, lengthy, expensive process. So be prepared. And if you can hold on, don't get too mad and snobby with your current employer. Just hold on, okay? Again, this is one of my blogs, guys. You can look at my blog site on Blogger. And this particular video, it is a blog, and you can actually go on Blogger and read this particular topic in great detail. Again, I want to thank you guys for tuning into my channel. I have more great videos for you guys, and stay tuned to Prepping for Fmp certification, and good luck with that Fmp interview. Thank you.